I am Savvy Mike, and this is Savvy Reviews and Welp. This is my official review of episode. I got this wrong last time. I want to get it right. This was wrong last time. I want to make sure I get it right. I believe this is episode 6. I believe. I think I'm right on that. So last time I said it was episode 4, it was episode 5. So yes, this is episode 6 of The Boys. And while yes, is still a lot of backdoor pilot stuff going on. A lot does indeed happen in this episode. We finally get introduced to Bomb Sight, this man that we've been chasing around that has this V1 apparently. We finally see him and he finally pops up. And yeah, he has a cool little fight scene showing off his superpowers. It was pretty fun. But Sister Sage plan starts to unravel. The boys, or at least Starlight and Huey, find out Firecracker is dead. She's dead and gone. Hey, rest in peace, Firecracker. But yeah, so they find that out while they're snooping in the church to put the virus in like a little fabric dispenser. So when Homelander and the other supes are there in the church, they can get hit with it and, die. But, well, we'll get to the end in a minute. Because, like I said, a lot of different things happen. Like I said, most of it kind of focused on Sister Sage plan really unraveling and her finally getting to read the mind of Soldier Boy because she doesn't want Homelander to get any V1. And so she really finds out what Soldier Boy's tics is and how he feels about Homelander through Ashley's mind reading face person in the back of her head. So she gets all this information, she uses it to her advantage, sets a trap, makes Soldier Boy basically see Homelander fucking his ex and Stormfront. I forget what's her name, Claire, but basically Stormfront. But yeah, fucking her corpse because he's still in love with her. And so Soldier Boy is mad, but Sister Sage is basically betting on Soldier Boy being the one to not only get the V1 from Bomb Sight, but also destroy it because he now really hates Homelander for messing with his woman. So that's her plan. So she ends up turncoating finally and going to work for the boys, or work with the boys. And while they don't trust her, at the end of the day, what options do they have? What options do we ain't got much time at all, and we kind of ran out of it in this episode. I'm not gonna lie. They used this old guy from previous season, and I guess he knows where Bomb Sight is because he was around during those times, heavily involved in Vault. He has a moment with Homelander. Homelander decides to not kill him because, well, I guess he was a nice guy to Homelander, and Homelander's like, wow, well, that was nice. You can leave. I'm not gonna hurt you. Because Homelander's like shocked. He's like, you're not scared of me? He's like, no, I kind of already accepted my fate in a sense. I'm just surprised I'm still here. But regardless of it, we have some things that happen with the Deep. He gets tasked to kind of do some bullshit basically from Sister Sage. And so he goes and does bullshit. Black Noir still hates him for killing his director and his friend. So he goes and he sabotages it and kills billions of fish. And so they're blaming the Deep. The fish are mad at the Deep now. And so Black Noir is like, yeah, bitch, I got you back. And so the Deep kills him. Yeah, this is full spoilers, by the way. Full spoilers. Like all these show reviews. Yep, Deep takes him right out of rage because, well, he killed 1.5 billion fish. He was like, so some gropers died. Get over it. It was funny. It was funny, but it was like, okay. Like, while I was enjoying this episode, one of my main issues was like the backdoor pilot stuff. Like everything with Bomb Sight and Golden, like they gotta go to a retirement home to get his old lady, the woman that he used to fuck with, because they kidnap her. He'll come save her because he still loves her. And so that's what he did. Lord knows where he had been this whole time. Apparently it was rarely we'll see him or find him, but like he comes back because he still wants to give her the V1 because he wants to live forever with his lover, but she doesn't want that. She wants to live a natural soup life, I guess. And so yeah, that's why he still has the V1 and why he still has the last of it, really. And so yeah, they get her. Trapper send her a picture. Bomb Sight shows up. We get the fight between Bomb Sight and Butcher, and then out of nowhere, Soulja Boy pulls up because Sister Sage texts him. And while she was kind of headed in the right direction with, like, okay, bring Soulja Boy in the mix, because Soulja Boy is probably the only one that can really fight this guy. So yeah, get him here. He'll take the V1. He'll destroy it because he hates Homelander now, because he's, you know, he was fucking, well, still Homelander, man, nasty man. But yeah, so Bomb Sight and Soulja Boy, they fight. They go through what they go through, and like I said, it's just all backdoor pilot stuff. And I felt like all of that stuff was kind of bogging down the story that we should be telling as far as what's going on with the boys versus Homelander. While Soulja Boy matters to that, and his story in a sense does matter to that as well, it does feel like it's being forced in instead of just like naturally kind of playing out. Like, y'all were subtle with it at first, and then in the second time, like the last episode, it got a bit egregious, but it wasn't that bad. But now it's just full on, like, no, backdoor pilot. This is what we're doing. We're setting up Vault Rising. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell. Look, you didn't have to convince me to watch the show. I was going to watch it. But at the same time, like, you don't have to bog down. This is the final season of this amazing show. We don't have to bog it down with setup for another show, in my opinion. That's what these last 3 episodes kept doing. And this one, it was kind of egregious with it, I'm not going to lie. That was my only problem, really. So after Soulja Boy finds a way to get the V1 off a Bomb Sight, he decides to give it to Homelander because, well, that's what Claire Stormfront would want. And so Homelander takes it and becomes a full-powered Homelander, full transformation, beams of lasers in the sky. And now we have God mode Homelander for the last 2 episodes. This shall be interesting. Like I said, while I didn't like how they were bogging a lot of stuff down, like, the main plot is still cooking for sure. I loved while Sister Sage plan is, you know, still kind of morbid. At the end of the day, I love that it led her to joining the boys, because that's what I wanted to see happen at some point. I love seeing her back and forth with Mother Milk and Butcher, and I think she'll be a cool addition to what the team is going to be at this point. But, you know, Homelander's a god now, so it really doesn't matter. There's nothing protecting them from, well, his wrath. I guess that's what he wanted, and that's what he always wanted it to be. So yeah, we shall see. The world probably is gonna burn, but hey, at least Homelander will get what he wants, right? I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I'm shocked. Like, I didn't see this coming. I didn't. Now I vaguely know what happens in the comic book or the graphic novel. Like, the end, I vaguely know what happens, but I don't think they turned him into a full power god. I can't remember. Like I said, it's vague. Either way, it wasn't peak. It was fire. I have to give it a fire though, because it was a lot that happened that I enjoyed. Like I said, the backdoor piloting bogged it down. Now we're on to the last 2 episodes, so no more setting up Vault Rising. Right. Let's hope. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I'm Savvy Mike, and this Savvy Reviews. Peace.